Hey there, guys. I'm David C. Hoke, author of the book Mirov. Been bringing you guys things that inspired me, influenced me, and gave me different feelings and emotions I wanted to create a story around and create my own story to hopefully convey my own emotions. But these are the things that fed me, that inspired me, and when I was structuring mine, that went into that process, and things that just as a fan that I latched onto, whether as a kid or as an adult, either one, things that just grabbed me, and I didn't they didn't let go of me. And to me, entertainment is about emotion, and then what feeds that emotion, what feeds the soul. Then doesn't always mean heartwarming. That means excitement. That means danger. That means dread. That means all of it. And to me, do I can't do these videos talking about the vibe and influence without talking about Rare's Lost Ark. That one again is on my top 10 list of favorite movies of all time. And I could easily do a video about the truck chase. Well, actually, I could do a video about everything from the fight at the flying wing, which that's why there's a flying wing in in Mirov, and that fight leading through the truck chase, and that's like the greatest action scene of all time in a movie to me. But I want to spend my Rare's Lost Ark time talking about the opening of the Ark. uh, you keep hearing me use the word dread in these videos, and again, it's sorely missing. And for you, this is your first video you've watched. Mirov started out in my head as a movie, and became a novel as it went, and it just grew into a novel. Made the most sense to bring it to you. The scene in Rare's Lost Ark where they open the Ark, and Indy, like, don't look at it, keep your eyes shut, and these beautiful spirits come out and then dance around and fly around the Nazis and then turn ugly. And then of course the light shoots out and melts them all and everything else. That we built up the whole movie. Where is the Ark? What is in the Ark? It was presented in the beginning when the Sunday school lesson that it was this great terrible force, wrath of God. And then the Nazis themselves bring a sense of dread, especially when the Nazis are predicted, or the Nazis themselves convey a sense of dread just based on what they are. And then they're predicted here as, in this movie in particular, they're not cartoonish. They're evil Nazis in this movie. They're not cartoonish in any way, shape, or form, to me at least. And you have all these dread points built up. And then when the Ark itself, you have the mystery of this ritual to go through. And so when it cuts loose with the fire, the fireball coming out and then just taking them everybody out and melting it, it's that dread, and then the buildup of this force beyond human capability and control, that I find really appealing. And just like the Star Trek scene where it's about the editing and the music and the pacing. That scene is like so perfectly shot and edited, and executed, and scored that, and then the effects work. I mean, you couldn't CGI any better than melting. That's like perfect, and it holds up. I don't care what your opinion is. And to me, that all holds up like crazy well. And it doesn't blink. And that's kind of like why I talk about Ed Tuna and RoboCop. It doesn't blink away from the violence. And that playing with fire, no pun intended, that playing with fire that they're doing, and this out of control force, and this built up of what it's going to do, and then what it does being seen thoroughly with the fire shooting, the melting of the flesh and all that stuff, and then the explosion of the flesh. That to me was like, that's what grabbed my imagination, was they didn't blink away. There was no cutaways from what the effects were. And just like all the others, my thought is, okay, well, let's do that more. And this is, and I don't know if I want to at this point say what scene I directly correspond. If you've read the book, you might already get it. But I don't want to necessarily say, I'm going to be a spoiler. but I felt a need to bring a similar thing where something outside of human norms and capability presents itself, and it has repercussions that can't be controlled, um, and except by maybe the one who wields it, but even then that's questionable. Um, and it did, and the not blinking and looking away, I like all the other scenes. Let's take that and make it bigger. Again, this wasn't repeated as often as the others were. This is a more of a niche thing that I brought over. But the sense of not looking away, that definitely was repeated over and over and over again. I wanted you to see the full ramifications. Not diving into spoiler. There's a particularly not well liked character that meets a demise. I'll say that as evasive as I can, and I don't blink away from what happens to that person. And I try to do that several times where I'm not looking away. I'm not going to write it off as like they were hit and they just expired or they were shot. No, like I wanted to go through the process of what happened. And that to me, I guess it would come down to that scene. What I love about that scene is the process of it, the process of setting up the ritual. They're filming the ritual. The lights are set up to light the ritual. The cables on the ground from the generators to these light rigs and things. And they took the time to put Indy and Marion on a pole, almost like those like was it I guess they did like the old Tarzan movies or things like that, where they would put the captive on a pole and tie it to him or whatever, tie him to the pole. Like the process of setting up this ceremony and committing the ceremony, and then the process of the supernatural activity of it, and then the wrath process inflicted upon them. Those processes, I guess, is what I was really fascinated with, and then not looking away. And so I just tried to take that and then just magnify it. So to me, Spielberg has a lot of great moments and a lot of great movies. This is my favorite Spielberg movie, bar none. I might be in the minority. A lot of people like E.T. and Schindler's List and some others, but to me, Raiders was just that was amazing. It's actually the top 5 of my movies. I think RoboCop is higher than Raiders, but the ones that talk about my top 5, Raiders and RoboCop are the actual top 5. The rest have been top 10. But anyway, I digress. Go out and rewatch Raiders if you've seen it before. If you have never seen it, watch it with the sound up and glorious 4K, however you get your movies, and just enjoy. The sequels are what they are. Varying degrees of love for all of them, like from a lot of people. I can't take them what they are, but Raiders was definitely the pinnacle to me. And as much as I love Han Solo, to me, Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones, but I love Han Solo. Star Wars is, we'll talk about Star Wars in another video. Anyway, go out and enjoy Raiders, and hopefully you like Mirov.